Pretty much everything around us is made out of matter. The earth, plants, you and me, stars, interstellar dust, all matter. Matter is considered every physical substance in the universe. If it has mass, it's matter. But then there's another thing called antimatter. So what is antimatter and why we are searching for it? The existence of antimatter was first asserted in 1928 by physicist Paul Dirac. He wrote down his equation that combined quantum theory and special relativity to describe the behavior of an electron moving at a relativistic speed. He interpreted his equation to mean that for every particle there exists an antiparticle which have the same mass but definitely opposite charge and properties. Dirac was proved right in 1932 when Carl Anderson discovered anti-electrons that we call positrons. During the Big Bang, the universe should have produced equal amounts of matter and antimatter. But look around you. Matter is pretty much everywhere. Where will the antimatter go? This imbalance remains one of the great mysteries of physics, as scientists are working on it right now. Cosmologists believe that there was just a little bit more matter than antimatter. Whatever was left over after the most of matter and antimatter annihilated into an energy became the universe we see today. It is theoretically possible for antimatter galaxies exist. Relics from the Big Bang, they would have to be isolated and hidden far beyond our vision. They could have formed solar systems too. When matter and antimatter came into contact, they annihilated, disappearing in a flash of energy called gamma rays. The sun creates antimatter every day with vast amounts in solar flares. A flare in 2002 creates enough antimatter to power the whole of the United States for 2 days, hypothetically. Einstein's equation E equals mc squared shows that antimatter can make so much energy. For example, a gram of antimatter could produce twice as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb. Antimatter can be used for a lot of things, such as fuel for going into outer space or in our cars. If successful, the astronauts will be able to reach Mars in 180 days. The problem is that antimatter is very expensive to make and is almost expensive to store since it cannot touch the regular matter. It takes several $100 billion to create less than 1/1,000,000th of gram of antimatter. In fact, it is the most expensive and the rarest substance on Earth. Since it is too expensive, that means that antimatter is not practical to use as a weapon or as an energy source, because a little of it is obtainable. Anti-hydrogen atoms were first created at CERN in 1995, with millions more produced in 2003. However, it would take billions of years to create enough to fill a balloon. Antimatter does have a use in medicine, because a special kind of scanner called the PET, which stands for positron emission tomography, uses positrons to get into the human body. Doctors can look at the way the positron turn into an energy inside the person's body and tell if something is wrong inside the person. So it can help doctors to see things that other machines cannot see. This was a little explanation of the concept of antimatter. Thanks for watching. Salam alaikum.